Amira, and today let's begin with a quick introduction. When we think of pizza today, we often think of convenient fast food or gourmet restaurants, but its true story actually started with humble beginnings. As you can see on the slide, pizza was originally created in the history city of Naples during the 18th and 19th centuries. It wasn't a luxury, it was created out of pure necessity as a simple, affordable meal to sustain the local working class. However, over the years, this humble dish crossed borders. Through migration and globalization, it evolved into a massive global culinary icon. Today, it stands as a powerful symbol of Italian heritage, beautifully blending traditional preparation methods with modern, creative adaptation from around the world. Next, the origins of pizza in Naples. Naples, a historic city in southern Italy, is universally recognized as the absolute birthplace of modern pizza. If we travel back to the 18th and 19th centuries, pizza wasn't a luxury food, it was street food. Local vendors sold simple flatbread topped with basic ingredients like tomatoes, garlic, olive oil, and herbs, specially to feed the busy working class population. So next I will explain about characteristics of early Neapolitan pizza. Now, what made early Neapolitan pizza so special? It comes down to three unique characteristics. First, simple and fresh ingredients. Pizzerias rely on easily accessible local staples, combining basic flour, fresh tomatoes, mozzarella, cheese, basil, garlic, and olive oil create all authentic unforgettable flavor. Second, traditional cooking methods. These pizzas were baked in traditional wood-fired ovens at extremely high temperatures. This exact method is what gives the pizza its signature soft center, a beautiful egg crust, and those slightly charred edge we all love. Finally, cultural importance. It quickly evolved beyond just being a cheap, convenient meal. It grew to represent the very history, tradition, and cultural identity of the people of Naples. Now that we know how pizza started, let's talk about the significance of Naples. First of all, Naples playing a truly crucial role in introducing pizza to the world stage. The city didn't just keep its food secret to itself, it perfectly presents its traditional recipes while simultaneously inspiring brand new culinary styles that quickly spread across international borders. Next, we absolutely have to maintain the iconic pizza margherita. Created back in 1899, these were famous variation holds as beautiful meaning. It utilized three simple ingredients: fresh tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, and green basil, to specifically present the red, white, and green colors of the Italian flags. To wrap this session, Naples remains the underbuilt heart of pizza's history. To this every day, its time-honored preparation methods relies on fresh local ingredients and rich cultural heritage heavily influence pizza making all around the world, deeply shaping Italy's modern culinary identity. Next, for demand and supply analysis. To kick off, the traditional Italian pizza market served as a staple dietary and social choice for millions of locals and international tourists alike. Looking closely at this market, its inner dynamic is solely driven by a careful balance of consumer taste, operational costs, tourism and rates, and local ingredient availability. Next, I will explain about factors affecting demand. When we look really at what drives consumer demand, four main factors stand out. First, consumer preference. People heavily crave that authentic taste and culture significance. Traditional varieties like margherita and marinara remain at the top of their list. Second, tourism and demographics. Because Italy is a prime global travel destination, The market experienced massive, predictable seasonal surge in demand, entirely fueled by international visitors. Third, income levels. Pizza is unique because it serves as an affordable meal across all income brackets. However, higher income levels definitely boost consumers' willingness to pay more for premium, high-quality ingredients. Finally, culture and social trends. Eating pizza is fundamentally a shared social ritual. Recently, a major post-pandemic surge in digital food delivery apps has subtly shifted the market demand curve upward, especially for takeaway options. Now, let's look at the other side of the economic coin, the factors affecting supply of pizza. When we examine what controls the supply line for pizzerias, we'll look first at production strains, cost of ingredients. Essential staples like flour, tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, olive oil, and fresh basil directly dictate overall production cost. When these key ingredients prices spike, it compresses business margins, which can lead to a reduced market supply or higher retail prices. Second, labor costs and availability. Authentic pizza making it incredibly labor intensive and requires highly specialized skilled artisans known as pizzaoids. Any rise in hospitality wages or a shortage of these skills hence directly contract the supply curve. On the operator side, supply is heavily influenced by modern execution, which is technology and equipment. The integration of modern kitchen equipment and ultra-efficient baking methods has changed the game. It allows pizzerias to scale up the produce significantly more pizza in this time without compromising on product quality. Next, availability of fresh ingredients. Because authentic Italian pizza relies so heavily on fresh, local components, the supply is sensitive. Any seasonal shortage or unexpected supply chain disruption will limit the overall volumes of pizza that restaurants can offer to the market.
Historically consumed as a cheap, convenient street food by the Neapolitan working class, pizza perception completely transformed when the quick Margherita endorsed the Margherita 1889. This elevated that culture and functional value, shifting it from a low-cost necessity of the widely desired culture. Delicacy across all the society tiers. In the 17,000 and 18,000, Naples was a bustling, densely populated kingdom. The working class poor, known as a Lazzaroni, need hot, filling meals that were extremely cheap and could be eaten on to go. And wages are determined by the demand and supply of labor. Pizzerias hire workers based on their productivity, while workers supply labor depending on the wages offered. Equilibrium wage is achieved when labor demand equilibrium supply. The growth of Italy pizza industry has increased the demand of skilled chefs, bakers, and restaurant staff labor demand and driven by tourism. The global popularity of pizza and the expansion of Italian pizzerias worldwide. Labor supply comes from the local Italian worker and foreign worker who support the food service industry, higher skills and experience, especially in traditional Neapolitan pizza making, often lead to higher wages. For the example, famous pizzerias in Naples may pay experienced pizza chefs because their skill increase productivity and attract more consumers. For the conclusion, Italy pizza industry demonstrate how macroeconomic theories work in real life. The global demand for pizza encouraged producers to improve quality, increase production, and hire skilled workers. At the same time, consumers have rational choice based on price, quality, and preference. Overall, the success of pizza from Naples to the world show how demand, supply, competition, and wage determination contribute to economic growth while preserving Italy's rich culinary heritage.